Hello and welcome to the Hot Dog and a Handshake Pro Wrestling Show. I am your host, Jayden and Joining me is my co-host, Shane Price. Shane, how you doing this week?
I am ready to talk about the Royal Rumble, which I probably won't watch.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah. It is an interesting Rumble. I think all of us have to kind of face the question, do we like the Royal Rumble more than we hate Saudi Arabia? For me, I think that's a yes, so I will at least be watching the Royal Rumble matches. I'll probably watch the other two matches as well because they seem pretty interesting, but I will at least watch the Royal Rumble matches. But my collar and elbow question for you this week pertains to the Royal Rumble. Who would be the most surprising but still possible Royal Rumble entrance? So, obviously, the most surprising would be people in like AEW, like Jon Moxley, or Kazuchika Okada. Um, Even more surprising would be people like Eddie Guerrero, Andre the Giant. Um, so who to you is the most surprising but still technically possible Royal Rumble entrance?
do you want my realistic pick or my unrealistic pick? I have two.
I mean both. I mean we'll hear both.
Realistic is Nino Hamburguesa.
From AAA.
He can get over. I think he can get over. I really do. I
Yeah,
really
his
do.
his name is Little Hamburger. Of course he would get over.
He would
Like
love
what do you
that.
mean? Yeah.
He's halal.
Yeah. And then what's the more unrealistic?
Um, oh, I was gonna say one guy, but I think just vaguely anybody from more specifically Null.
Anyone from where?
Noah, more
Oh yeah.
specifically Null,
Yeah.
would
Just
also
the
get
most
over.
just the most random Noah like mid carders show up. Dragon Bane is in the Rumble.
Daga, Jack Morris, and Segura all have like extended spots in the Rumble.
God, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Well, I watched '96 Long for 2006 and 2016 the
Mm.
Rumble Classics, and Omori is in the '96 Rumble, and Vince McMahon goes, Omori, all the Pro Wrestling. Ah.
Of course he does. Um, all right, into outside the ring news. First from AEW, Tommaso Ciampa left WWE, immediately showed up in AEW. The Psycho Killer is back. What do you think of this?
I saw a tweet that said if you worked for Ring of Honor from 2002 to 2013, you were contractually obligated to be in AEW.
Yeah, you may be obligated to AEW employment or whatever. Yeah, I saw that too. Um, I mean, I like this move personally. I think AEW will use him certainly more than WWE was using him. Probably better. Um, I would love to see, like, if they're really going to go for it with Ring of Honor, like people think they might be doing because of all the signings they're making. Um, I would love to see Ciampa be one of the faces of Ring of Honor. Bring back that feel of black and gold Ciampa. You know what I mean? And like he made a tweet that like if he was wrestling in the 90s, he would have wanted to be in ECW. If he was wrestling in the early 2000s, he wanted to be in Ring of Honor. Wrestling in the 2010s, he wanted to be in Black and Gold NXT. That's where he wanted to be. And now AEW is where he wants to be. But like Ring of Honor would be the real project of those, the real up and comer brand he could help. I don't know. I would really love to see that.
Yeah.
Would you be mad at Champa being the guy to dethrone Bandito?
Right now, yeah.
Right
But
now in this moment, but like maybe this summer or something.
give it some time, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
it'll be the choice. Where the fuck is the mic on this? Test, 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 test. I don't know.
You sound best when they're on. It didn't. It you got quieter when you took them off.
Okay. Well, I think. Right now Bandito is still a very important champion to AEW. I think
Mm-hmm.
he's, you know, still a
Do you think
top
there's
guy.
any chance Ciampa dethrones Mark Briscoe this Saturday? I
I
mean,
hope not.
they've been known to do some shorter TNT title reigns in the past.
I just think Ciampa is a little too new.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'm just throwing the idea out there. In WWE news, starting with TNA, Trey Miguel returned to TNA and was part of the Feast and Fired match. Steve Macklin ended up fired from TNA. So, what do you think of first Trey Miguel coming back and second Steve Macklin leaving?
Yeah, I knew Steve Macklin was gone. I think it was reported somewhere. Um, I don't remember where, but he didn't seem very happy in the past couple of months in terms of
Mm-hmm.
content change of TNA. He
Mm-hmm.
single-handedly got blood banned or restricted in TNA,
That's, I mean, honestly, that's probably the most impressive thing on his resume.
which is badass.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, where do you think he'll go?
I can see a little indie run. He's a little, he never really struck me as an AEW guy.
I mean, the guy that got blood banned in TNA going to GCW would be awesome.
It fits.
Yeah,
I I I I I don't see him going back to WWE. I
I don't
don't
think so either. It doesn't
think
like
he's going to
if you
anyone he
were
would
mad
have.
at if you were mad at TNA, why would you go to bigger TNA?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
never a
So I,
long though. Who knows?
but I could see, is Deonna Purrazzo still employed by AEW?
Yeah,
So there's always that
that's true.
reason he would go to AEW. And we
Well,
know the Don Callis family needs more members.
he's not bald though.
Um, I like the idea of indie run. Steve Macklin, him showing up in Defy, House of Glory, maybe going to the UK, working there. Like I think that would be the most fun for him as a
Is
fan.
Weston
What to
is
watch him do
Weston
as a fan.
Blake is Wesley Blake still going around? Is Blake still doing his thing? Oh, he's in WWE again, isn't he? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Let's say I'm trying to remember which one that even was.
Not Murphy.
But yeah, okay. Obviously, I know it's not Murphy, but I'm trying to remember which. Is he the forgotten son that got the whole thing ruined, or was that the third guy?
The third guy.
Okay.
That was Jackson Riker.
Oh yeah. It
Gunner.
was Jackson
It's a
Riker.
Gunner.
Who was it? What? Oh, Gunner. That's right. Yeah.
The guy who we always got confused with Brantley looked exactly the same.
Yeah. I made that mistake often too. Yeah, Corey Weston hasn't wrestled since 2023. His last match was teaming with Steve Macklin, and they lost to Beef and Calvin Tankman.
Holy shit, what a tag team. It's a big fucking tag team.
Yeah, their team name is Beef Tank.
I love that. Was that
Um,
perchance?
what?
That match in Iowa perchance?
It was in West Coast Pro,
Never mind. Sounds like a
so
sounds like a wrestling
it was in
revolver show.
yeah, it was in San Francisco. Any thoughts on Trey Miguel going back to TNA?
Seeing as he was kind of screwed out of an AEW job, I think it's fine.
Yeah, yep,
TNA has provided him the space that when he was unable to get a WWE job and when he's unable to get
yeah.
a with
Well, because
it's
he
given him
said
the space to
after,
rebound.
yeah, he said he was leaving wrestling for a while after the AEW thing fell through, and then he said, um, after he went back to TNA, he only said that he was taking a break because he thought nobody would take him. He thought nobody would want him after that. And TNA came to him and said, "Hey, we'll bring you back. No hard feelings, you know." And then they brought him back. My last note here from WWE news: Triple H of the video game. What are your thoughts? We got
Uh,
4 covers for 2K, 4 versions of 2K26 announced. Triple H is on the cover in 3 of them.
I called um the prices.
Yeah, you did. You banked the prices.
I saw it from a million miles away. Yeah, it's gonna be $70 for the main game. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be $90 Triple H Edition, which doesn't even include the season pass anymore.
That's crazy.
Fucking inflation. Now you know why? The thing they
Because
revamped how I doing DLC.
tariffs.
No, I wish. Unfortunately, 2K26 is an all-American game. But
Yeah, 2K26. The game studio is all American beer. It's not take. It's not
listen,
2K.
listen, brother. Look at this. Dude. Oh, unfortunately, the idea of the $150 edition being the only way I can recreate Age in the Cage because it includes Macho Man 98 and Roddy Piper 98.
Nice.
If I can't remake that spot from 97 Halloween Havoc,
Yeah.
so I'm sure if there's not regular DLC, I'll be I'll be pissed
Mm-hmm.
because it says that the season pass includes ringside pass premium seasons 1 through 6. They are bringing in that season pass from the WH 2K. If that's how if all new superstars are in my faction only, I'm going to lose my mind.
That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. WWE games aren't worth spending more than $20 on anymore.
Well,
It's just what it is.
all of the other improvements are like ones that the community has wanted for years. All I need to see is them banning paywall mods, and I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the rosters are 400 playable characters. I have a hunch that that includes alternate attires. Uh,
Well, yeah, and that probably also includes people that'll be my faction only.
no, I think it's from the jump. I think it's from the start. It's 400.
I yeah. I mean, I would highly doubt that, but this is 2K, man. The 2K is the perfect company to be making WWE games because both of those companies care about making money more than their product.
Body morphing is back. 200 superstar slots, 2,000 images.
Cool.
Uh, the fixed universe.
None of this changes the fact that Marcus Corvon is only going to be in my faction. You know what I mean?
If they put I would probably grind my faction for Marcus Corban.
Yeah. It'll
It's
be
a
part of a thing, like a CM Punk themed thing where it's like the ECW guys from like the New Breed or whatever. And you'll get Elijah Burke. You'll get Marcus Corvon, but you can only get him in my faction.
Don't make me grind for more than one member of the new breed. Ah, because
You'll have to grind for Kevin Thorne.
I would I would grind for Elijah Burke and Marcus Corban. I played SCR 08 growing up. Can you tell?
Yeah. Last bit of news here. Evil has left New Japan. The Japanese fans are very upset. The Western fans are celebrating. And Evil is reportedly WWE bound.
Western
So,
fans are celebrating for now.
mhm.
So in a couple months, when Evil is on your TV screen every week,
He will be on my TV every week. That'll
you're
be
gonna
that's for sure.
because I can do Japan still.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
if he's on Raw, I might just like pull it up when he's on to see what the hell he's got going.
Dude, they fucking trademarked Sinister.
They did
They're
not.
gonna.
That was fake.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Like,
I fell for Centel. Um,
I only fell for it at first because some Japanese guy shared it. I was like, oh, this has got to be real.
I fell for it because it sounds like something WWE would do. Like, you know what I
Dude,
mean?
everything is sinister.
But so of course,
This is gonna be
evil.
vile.
Yeah, evil Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys is what his new name. Um, and
Evil is Powerhouse Hobbs now? Oh, damn.
yeah, evil's Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs is Royce Keys. No, evil Powerhouse Hobbs, Chris Jericho. Probably the big three outside surprises we may see in the Rumble.
We're not seeing
Um,
Jericho in the Rumble. I don't think so.
don't think so.
No, because it'd be a one-off. He would do the Rumble, fuck off for a month, come back and maybe we could, maybe we will.
Yeah, that's the exact WWE like top guy style right now. You think we're going to see Roman Reigns for the next month after the Rumble? No, he's going to be in the Rumble for at most 8 minutes, and then he's going to fuck off for another 2 months. He'll build a WrestleMania feud via satellite.
Minutes is kind because 2 of those minutes are going to be him doing his fucking pointing in the stage.
Yeah. Um, I guess with that we can get into Rumble predictions. I never brought this up, but Shane, you won the Rumble, or you won the predictions last year by win percentage, but I beat you out on total points. So I guess you win overall, but it was really close because I had more points than you. Um, and into Rumble prediction. We started this year with, let me pull up the Wrestle Kingdom. I know I won Wrestle Kingdom. I don't remember what the score was off the top of my head. I won 31-18 on Wrestle Kingdom.
Mm.
So
Mm.
now, as always with the Royal Rumble, we have way more predictions than just winners. So there are only 4 matches, but there are 14 total predictions we're making.
14. Are we gonna predict who's like left off of his attire like it did like AJ happened to and TLC?
Yeah, no. For each Rumble, we will predict the winner. We will predict an entrant from NXT, TNA, or AAA. And then we will predict a surprise entrant. And then someone to enter either one or two. We will predict who has the longest time and who has the most eliminations. So that is 6 things for each Rumble. And then, of course, the 2 other matches, which that's where we'll start. AJ Styles Gunther. AJ's WWE career on the line.
Well, when they were saying WWE career, when they were saying career, I was thinking it's gonna be a draw. Seeing
Mm-hmm.
WWE career, AJ, no, Gunther,
Gunther. Okay. How many points do you want to put on that?
4.
4. All right. I went Gunther for 6, so we're kind of in the same boat there. Um, I also had Ty in here until on Raw this past week they said WWE career, and then I was like, yeah, for sure Gunther. Um, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. Is Drew a transitional champion?
Oh, dude, because you're in Saudi too.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be such a big moment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'd be an even bigger moment than him winning it in Montreal.
Probably equal, honestly. Yeah, probably equally big. I
Well,
think Montreal would have been bigger just because of the circumstances of it being Roman Reigns and like that whole story.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
But just
The
looking
moment of
on paper at the cities, it's probably pretty equal before you take in like story aspect.
this real life aspect, the Syrian who couldn't be in Saudi Arabia until a couple years ago, the first the first Middle Eastern no, that's not true. The first in a while Middle Eastern AOE champion
Mm-hmm.
in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Oh,
So are
I
you
think
going Drew or Sammy?
Sami Zayn here for like two.
Sammy for 2. I went Drew for 12. I don't think they're taking the belt off of him this early. It just doesn't feel like Triple H's booking style.
What is his style?
Okay. What?
What is his style though?
Just longer reigns, I feel like, has been his thing. Which is crazy because he's an attitude era guy. Like all like his first like 3 world title reigns were a total of like 43 days. But
You know what?
so for what were we saying?
I don't know. Triple H is fucking stupid. I don't know.
Yeah. For the Rumbles, do you want to start with all the bullshit and then build up to picking the winner, or do you want to pick the winner first and then do all the bullshit?
I like the bullshit. I like the bullshit more than picking the winner anyway. So
Okay, bullshit first. All right, Women's Royal Rumble, most eliminations.
Latch Legend.
Lash Legend. And then how many points you want to put on that?
I'll go six.
Okay, I'm going Rhea Ripley for 10. Just feels like the most obvious thing that would happen. Women's Rumble, longest time. Where you want to go with that? Someone with stamina?
Well, the one
Probably
that comes
somebody
to
on.
mind is Julia.
Gonna
Oh,
go Julia?
Julia, Becky Lynch. I'm gonna go Julia though. She needs a push. Give her the push.
All right. Julia, how many points do you want to put on that?
I'm gonna go one. I'm not too sure. There's people who can't beat two. I'm kind of iffy about.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so you've used 1, 2, 4, and 6. Okay. I'm gonna go for longest time. I'm gonna go Roxanne Perez, and I'm putting 7 on that. I like Roxanne to go pretty long in this one. Um, Women's Royal Rumble entrant 1 or 2. So you're just picking one of the two people that'll start the Women's Rumble.
They always have the longest competitor come out. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. Okay.
Or
How much do you want to put on that?
like two again.
Okay, you've already used 2.
Oh,
So you want
three.
to go
My bad.
3? Okay. Um, I like that. Now, do you think she'll spend a lot of that time in the ring? Or do you think she'll be like under the ring or
Oh,
on
under the ring.
commentary?
Still be doing her like tried and true, being held by Piper Niven and
Yeah. Okay.
ladies Kurt and anyone I can't thinking of.
Yeah. That okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna go kind of with what you were thinking originally. I'm doubling up on Roxanne here. I'm going with her to enter 1 or 2 for 4 points. Um because she could always enter like 4 and then get the longest time, but I'm gonna go with 1 or 2 and as well. So next up, let's do an entrant from NXT, TNA, or AAA
Uh, Mr. Iguana 16.
in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no, no, no. Put that down for men's though. Uh, JC Jane 12. She's the
JC
champion.
Jane.
She's the champion, but she's been ready for that main roster shine for God knows how long.
Mm-hmm. Is Sol Ruka still injured?
She's vaguely back.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Sol Ruka. For mm, I'm gonna go with Sol Ruka for 8. I think that's where I'm gonna go with this. So I'm gonna go Sol Ruka for 8. Now, women's Royal Rumble surprise entrant. This can be anybody. I mean, you can double up. You could do somebody else from NXT, TNA, or AAA here, technically, I guess. But just anybody else that would be a surprise for the women's Rumble.
Shit, I don't know. It's the fucking women's rumble. There's either none or there's like half of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know
You
what?
could go with.
It's in Saudi. I want to go none.
You're gonna go no surprises, no other surprises.
There's 13 spots that are unannounced, so I
You don't think one of those could be like? I mean, it's Saudi. They might have like demanded Trish Stratus.
okay. Give me the Diva Stands Dream. Tori Wilson for 4.
Tori Wilson. Watch, that's gonna happen now. The one you were like most reluctant to pick is gonna happen. All right, I'm going batshit crazy here for 1 point. I'm going from Marigold, Mayu Iwatani.
Don't you fucking do this to me. I will end
I'm
it
only put
all.
1 point on it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be crazy. So I'm going with that as my surprise entrant prediction. This is certainly my boldest prediction of the Royal Rumble. Probably my boldest prediction ever. You there, Shane?
Yeah,
Just not happy about that.
not for a second. Thinking about
All right.
how trouble Mayu's gonna get in when she misses the train, or misses a plane, or misses a pulls a Mayuism in Saudi.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, who will be winning the Women's Royal Rumble?
Oh,
If you need a list of people who've been announced,
Bailey,
it's on Cage Match.
Bailey,
Bailey,
yeah.
how many do you want to put on that? 8. Okay. I'm gonna go with Chelsea Green to win for 2.
Yeah, that's a good pick too.
That feels like the kind of the Jey Uso thing, but a million times better. But just that kind of surprise, but it actually is awesome and kind of works. All right, now men's Royal Rumble, most eliminations.
Braun Breaker, 16.
Braun Breaker. The max you have here is 14.
14 then.
14. Okay. I'm gonna go with Obafemi for 13. I think he'll have a pretty big Rumble run here. Men's Rumble longest time.
From who's already announced, I'm gonna say Gunther.
Gunther,
Yeah,
how much do you want to put on that?
10.
10. Okay, you have 7, 9, 11, and 13 left.
Okay.
For longest time, I'm gonna go with Carmelo Hayes for 11. That'll be my longest time pick. Next up, men's Royal Rumble entrant 1 or 2.
Cody Rhodes 7. They're gonna do. I think they're gonna do. Remember when they did like it was like 2 years ago. Remember when they did Shawn Michaels and an Undertaker at the end of the Rumble, and the next year they were 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They should run. They should run that back. Let's go third
Okay.
Cody.
I like that. I like that. I went El Grande Americano to be one of the first two entrants. It feels like the kind of thing where they would give him like a full entrance and all the fanfare um of being the first entrant. Let's see. Next we have men's Royal Rumble, NXT, TNA, or AAA.
Well, I saw
You,
a picture of him in Saudi Arabia, so Mr. Iguana 13.
Mr. Iguana for 13. I'm going to go with El Hijo del Vikingo for 14. I'm almost certain Vikingo will be in this Rumble.
No, no, no little hamburger.
No little hamburger. And then men's Rumble surprise entrant. Who do you got?
Can I can I pick that new Saudi wrestler they just signed?
Yeah. What
I
was
think
his
it's
What was his
fight.
name? Like
Uh,
Farquad or something?
okay, that's a little. That's
I'm just gonna write in new Saudi guy. That's what I'm writing on the prediction card.
Fahad Tuquake. Fahad.
Okay. I was not that far off.
Fahad. Whatever. The new Saudi Arabian guy.
Okay, for you have 11 and 9 left.
Damn, great number selection for me, huh? 9.
9. All right. Yeah, especially great for the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. Great work there, Shane. I'm going to go with I got this is technically also a TNA pick. I'm going to go with Jeff Hardy for 3. I think there's a chance he shows up just because the Saudi Arabian King was like, I want Jeff Hardy in the Royal Rumble. He's asked for crazier. All right, last pick. You have 11 points left on the
Think they'll bring
board.
that sumo guy back, Hiroki Subi?
You have 11 points left on the board. Who is winning the men's Royal Rumble?
Braun Breaker, 11 points.
Braun Breaker. Nice. I'm going to go with. I predicted him to lose earlier in the night. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn for 9. I think
Oh,
he
I
loses to
like that.
Drew and then comes back 27-30 in the Rumble, one of those last few spots, and he wins the Royal Rumble. I think that's how you keep the belt on Drew for a bit longer, and you make Sammy get Sammy his big moment in Saudi Arabia, and then it'll be kind of interesting because him versus Punk, him versus Drew in the rematch would both be pretty big, interesting WrestleMania storylines. Um, so let me just make sure we did this right. Yep. All right. Everything's looking good. Those are our picks for the 2026 Royal Rumble. All right, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited. Always excited for the Rumble. Even when I'm not watching WWE, I'm excited for the Rumble. Now, tape up the light tubes. Take the door off its hinges. It's time for Shane's GCW corner.
Oh, yeah, well, it's time we're still getting the collective. We're still getting all those.
Oh yeah,
announcements.
no shows this week or this past week, were there?
No, just some announcements coming up. Next shows are the upcoming next tomorrow. We're going
I'm
to
about to say there's
Philly,
one tomorrow as we're recording.
and we're going to New York again because they hate having fun.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a fun that scramble match is gonna be a fun one at the Harrah's in Philadelphia.
Hmm.
Flying Ryan, Manders, Teriyaki, KJ Orso, and like the recent Jack Cartwheel.
Uh,
The first Bloodsport announcements have happened.
ooh, who do we got?
Yuya Mashita and Royce Isaacs, two regulars.
Oh, okay, okay.
Bear Bronson and Masao Tanaka are the only two announced for MDK Fight Club, and honest to God, if this is like 2 hours of just Bear Bronson versus Masao Tanaka, I think I'll be happy.
Yep, yep.
Ciclope is going to have a Ultraviolet title match on have Valentine's Day in LA.
Nice, nice.
Alley Catch is back to Big Game Brunch to everybody's joy,
Hmm.
and LeBron
I feel
Coast
like
is
Alley Catch. Oh, what were you saying?
LeBron Cozo returns to JCW.
Nice. I feel like Alley Catch or Effie are the Kid Bandit. One of them will face Kid Bandit.
I think so. With the knowledge that it's the last one, I feel like it might be Rafi.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be Effie Kid Bandit.
Um, in 0-1 news, he's a soon their sauce. I'm like, God damn it! Like, this will continue that running joke I got to tell Jayden. There's a new promotion in Japan.
Hmm.
It is Rose Women's Pro Wrestling.
And you book this as well,
Is a part of 0-1, yes.
of course.
It's only a matter of time.
Yep. Yep. Anything else?
I think it's it.
All right. Um, on to our favorite things of the week here. Of course, this is the segment where I hand out the gold, silver, and bronze hot dog. Shane hands out the gold, silver, bronze handshakes. Shane, as always, let's start with the bronze handshake.
Mark Briscoe versus Erez. What a
Versus
crazy
El
match.
Clone.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right, that's pretty solid. I went with at elites.wrestling, ELEETS.wrestling on TikTok. His Triple H impression is fucking incredible. He is so funny. And he does a great Bruce Pritchard and Bret Hart and Road Dogg and all the people involved in that backstage. Shawn Michaels, he does great. His Triple H, just when you do what we do, like that impression is great. So I'm going Elites Wrestling on TikTok. That's my bronze hot dog. What's the silver handshake, Shane?
Um, you know what it wasn't? Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah. Vince Russo claimed Triple H purged Matt Cardona.
Vince, so you're giving your silver handshake to Vince Russo for being
I
an
am
insane guy?
my silver handshake to Vince Russo for being an insane guy because I read it and I don't think I stopped laughing for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
What
My
what is
silver hot,
Ryan doing?
yeah. My silver hot dog is Swerve versus Kevin Knight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, what is going to be the gold handshake?
Andrade.
Just Andrade.
I would say Andrade versus Swerve, but Andrade also had a spectacular last week too.
With against Magnus.
Yeah,
Um, I'm giving the gold just to Collision as a whole. It was a show that was largely improv. Like it was very much changed last minute because of weather by a lot. So it was pretty much like an improvised wrestling show. Um, so Paul White on commentary was great. Hangman versus Shibata fucked. Proto Shida versus the Guns I thought was more fun than I was expecting it to be going in. Davis and Doyle versus YD&P fucking ruled as could be predicted. Andrade versus Magnus with the debut of Andrade's gimmick where he's just like a man slut. He's just giving his number out to these women at the front row. Um, and then of course the main event, CMLL World Title, Claudio and Roddy fucking killed it. So I thought it was just an incredible episode of Collision, top to bottom. I'm giving it to Collision. You got anything on any of those?
no, it's
Davis and Doyle versus YD&P was awesome for like a whatever 5 minute TV match, whatever it was.
about other than Shibata dapping up Jesus.
Shibata dapping up Jesus was pretty awesome on Ring of Honor. I saw someone that was like Shibata reuniting with Jesus, and they haven't seen each other since 2017.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know Jesus lives in Orlando. At
Yeah.
this, before we go, I just want to say I have found out more about about the Saudi Arabian wrestler WWE signed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently he's an arm wrestler.
Wow.
He was
Wow.
brought in. He was brought in to WWE by the weird dude who sat with Mr. Beast and does all that boxing stuff.
Okay. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything here. All right. No no lightning round because we'll record again before another dynamite or before collision happen. I guess we could do what's announced for this week's collision. Okay, here lightning round. Darby Allin versus Clark Connors. How excited are you? 1 to 10.
Like a 5,
5. All right. The Crew versus Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz from the Rascals.
like a 6,
Okay. Women's World Tag Titles, Babes of Wrath versus the Sisters of Sin.
like a 7.
7 would be higher if it was a street fight for sure.
Yes.
Uh,
Or a singles match between Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale.
yeah. TNT title, Mark Briscoe, Tommaso Ciampa. This is
Like
my
an
10 of
8.
the week.
Like if I
I'm
had to
I'm
give it a
excited to
10,
see.
if I had to give it 10, this is my 10 of the week. This is like my Kobe, my Lakers early Kobe Bryant of the week.
Yeah. Um, I'm excited to see where Ciampa just to see Ciampa in AEW. I'm
Yeah, no,
pretty
I
excited for
agree.
that. Let's see. All right, it's the would you rather of the week. It was your turn to come up with something here.
Would, would you rather wrestle for WWE in Saudi Arabia, like WrestleMania, or one of the early ones where you have to hop on a plane? Or would you rather wrestle for WCW at Collision in Korea?
Oh man. Oh god, it's a bad one.
I bet you weren't ready for a bad one this early. I'm like, it's like I've had this one like stashed for a while, a little bit.
Would I rat? Because I think Collision in Korea is probably better for your reputation because it was more batshit insane than the Saudi Arabia thing that it like even happened, right?
Right.
And it's kind of infamous, but the Saudi Arabia thing is just kind of gross.
Think about
But
it.
then again, it's
You
WrestleMania.
and Scott Norton could have been on a jog and almost get killed.
That's true. It definitely was much more dangerous for the WCW wrestlers.
But it's the biggest brand in wrestling versus the biggest attended show in wrestling ever. But barring in mind they were forced to go, but like still.
Yeah. The thing is the thing that I'm like really like fighting with here is the wrestlers are getting more flack for wrestling in Saudi Arabia than the ones that wrestled in North Korea have gotten for wrestling in North Korea. You know what I mean?
I think it was a
Part
different
of that is
time.
probably that most of them have done worse things than wrestling in North Korea.
What you mean to tell me that Ric Flair has done
Yeah.
worse?
Yeah. He's done worse things probably this week in a bar in Florida than wrestling in North Korea.
You mean to tell me that Wild Pegasus did worse things?
Probably, yeah.
You mean to tell me that Too Cold Scorpio did worse things?
Yeah, he's done worse things in Kansas City within 2 hours of me right now. Um, I think I would rather, for the safety aspect of it, I think I would rather be on the Saudi WrestleMania than Korea. Um, yeah, I think that would be probably the better option. The better of two evils. God, it's like voting again. Fuck. Just gotta pick the better of two evils. Um. All right. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to my especially to my turmoil there at the end. If you want to listen to more of us, Royal Rumble 2006 Classic is out. We'll be putting out our 2016 Classic probably tomorrow, day of Rumble. And yeah, with that, just enjoy wrestling.